Alright, so before we start breaking down the solo, I'd just like to mention that as easy as this solo sounds, and it might not be as technical as Gary Moore's, you still gotta pay a lot of attention to every little detail, especially to the bends that Albert King is playing, because that's the whole essence of his playing. It's the bendings. And sometimes he would play just the standard, regular bends where you would hear note bending a whole step or a step and a half or something like that. But sometimes even when he's playing a plain note, he wouldn't play it just like that, but he would add a little sort of micro bend, like a quarter bend or something, which is very common in those early blues tunes that that generation was playing. So it might be another challenge for your ear to play those bends correctly, so keep that in mind. Alright, so now on to the solo. And the first few bends, we have 4 bends on the first string, 13th fret, go like this. So we have 3 bends. Third one we bring it down, and then again the 4th one we pick the note and we bring it up and cut it off like that. So like that. The next lick. So here again we have on the same fret, same string, 3 bends. The first one is just a step, but the next 2 are gonna be step and a half. Then we go to 11th fret of the high E to 13th fret of the B, and then we have a double stop, which is G12, B13. Next lick. So here we start off with the this part, which is B13 to high E11. Then we go to 3 bends on the 13th fret of the high E string. And these are gradual bends, so we pick the note and bend the string. Then we have another bend on the 11th fret of the high E string. Then bring it down, and we have this 13 on B to high E11, back to 13 on B. Okay, like that. Next lick. So here again we start from the B string, 13th fret. We go to 11 on high E, 13 on high E, bend up, and then the next bend is going to be on the 11th fret of the high E, and it's one whole step and a little more, like that, and we cut it off when we bend the string. Then the next part. So here we started off with on the G string, 12 frets. Then we go 13 B, 11 high E, back to 13 on B. Next part. So here again we have this, we go 13 B, high E string, 11 to 13, and then we have 3 bends which are first pre-bend on the 11th fret of the high E string, and it's a whole step and it's a little bit more. So we bend the string without picking it, then we pick it and we bring it down. Like that. Then after that we have bend on the 13th fret of the high E string, and then we have a bend on the 12th fret of the high E. Then we go 11. We go after these two bends, we play 13 on the high E. Then we go to 11, and it's again we have this slight micro bend. And then again this lick, which is 13 on B to high E11 back to 13 on B. So one more time. And then, so here we go in the first position of the C minor pentatonic. We go on the B string 11 to 8. Then onto the G string we have a bend on the 10th fret. Bring it down, pull off to 8. Then we go to D10. Back to G string at 8. And then again to D10. And finish it off on the A, on the 10th fret. And then the last two double stops are going to be 12th fret on the G, 13 on the B, 2 times. Or you can play it right here. You know, it depends on the sound that you want to get. You can play them on the high E and the B strings at the 8th fret, but to me it sounds more like he's playing it here. So again, like that. Alright, so now I'm going to play the whole solo, all of the licks without stopping. So after that we continue with Gary Moore's solo, and it goes like this. Alright, so the first part of the solo goes like this. So here we start off with 3 bends on the high E string, 18th fret. Then we go, which is 18 to 15 on high E. Then we have a bend on the B string, 18th fret. Bring it down. Then we have 16. Then after that we have a grace note. Basically we're sliding to the 20th fret of the B string, and then the last note is going to be on 17 of the G string. So one more time, slow. Next part. Alright, so here again we have 2 bends on the high E string, 18th fret. The first one is just the E string. The second bend, if you can catch the B string as well, would be excellent to create this sound. Then we go, which is 18 to 15 on high E. Then we have a pull-off, same notes, but it goes faster. And we go into the bends on the 18th fret of the B string. Back to 15 on high E, and then again we have a pull off 18 to 15 on high E. Then we have bend on the B string 18, 15 on high E, and then another bend. And then we go into this a rundown using the scale. So far we got this, the second part. So this second bend on the B string 18th fret, we bend it up, bring it down, pull off, and then we go down just the minor pentatonic scale in the 4th position right here. So we go after the bend up, down, pull off to 16. Then the next part is going to be on the G string 17 to 15, 17, 15 on D. Then we go onto the A string and we play 18 to 15. So far we got this. Then we change positions, so we go into the 3rd position of the minor pentatonic scale. So basically we slide down to the 13th fret on the A string and we go up like that. So 13 to 15 on A, then 13, 15 on D, slide to 17, then we go 15 on G, and then we have on the B string 18 and 16 on B with the slide with the bend, a gradual bend like that. So far we got this. Of course, this is played very fast. So this gradual bend, 16th fret of the B string. Then we have drop it down, pick the notes on 16th fret and bend it up again. And then we have series of bends here, like that. And I'm not sure how many he does that. You know, on the tabs you will see that, but you know, I generally go by the feel and also listening to the harmony. So when it changes, you know that you have to go down to the 13th fret of the B string. So we have this. And these bends accelerate in time. So after that 13th fret of the B, right? Then we have this lick, which is sliding into the 15th fret of the G string and have a little slide bend here. Then onto the B string 13 to 16, and we repeat this I think about 3 or 4 times, something like that. And then after that he does, instead of this, he just plays hammer on pull off on the 13 to 16 frets of the B string, like that. So he starts off with and then goes into. So basically hammer on pull off on the B string, and then we have a slight bend on the 15 of the G. Then we have another bend on the B string, 16th fret, and then we have like that. So bend up the 16th fret of the B string, then we go right into 13th fret, onto the G string, 15 to 12, onto the D string. We have 2 quick bends here, then pull off to 13, and then we have just pull-offs on the A string 15-13, and same on the low E string, and then we pull it off to the open string. So far we got this. Like that. So I just played a little bit faster here at the end, but you get the idea. Then after we have this open, low E string open, we go up to the 21st fret of the high E string. We have to bend it up, hold this note. Then we play this lick, which is 20 on B to 18 on high E, back to 20 on B. And then we have this part, which is on the B string, we have 17, and then onto the G we go 20, 17, onto the D string 20, and back to G 17. So one more time. Okay, so this is this part, and then after that we have this the ending lick, which goes, of course again it's played faster than that, but we are back to the first position of the C minor pentatonic scale, and we play this. So pull-offs on the high E string, 11 to 8, to 11 on B, 8 on high E. Then we have pull-off on the B string, 11 to 8. So then we have another pull-off, 11 to 8, on the B string, and then we go again using the blues scale here on the G string. So we go 11, 10, 8. So far we got this. And again this lick with the rolling finger right here. So after the 8th fret on the G string, we go to D, 10, 10 on G, 8, like this, and then the last part, just a pull off on the D string from 10 to 8, and we finish the lick with the 10th fret of the A string. So again, one more time. And then we slide out. Alright, so here's the whole solo slowly. Alright, so now we come to the last part, and it goes like this. Okay, so this last part starts off with 3 licks played by Albert King, and it's basically sort of mimicking the vocal line, and the first lick goes like this. So here we slide into the 12th fret of the G string, then we go to B13, and then 11th fret of the high E, and then he does this bending. So he bends up whole step and then a little bit more, something like that. Next lick. So again we have a bend on the high E string, 11th fret, bring it down, and then play between these two notes on the high E string, 11th fret, and 13th fret of the B string. And we finish it off on the 13 of the B, and then we have slide down on the from the 12th fret on the G string, like that. And then the last lick goes like this. So here we have bend on the B string, 11th fret, and then we play high E 8, B 8. Then we have a bend on the G string, 10th fret, bring down, pull off to 8, and then slide out from the 10th fret of the D string, like that. And then after that, Gary Moore comes in with, so here we have scratchy sound using pick, like that. Right, and then sliding out, and then we have again the chord, the G 7 sharp 9. The next part. So this part. So after the G 7 sharp 9 chord, again we're using this chromatic, which is on the low E going 6, 7, 8, staying here, and then we have a unison bend. Which is holding the high E string at the 8th fret and at the same time bending the B string at the 11th. And then we have this double stop. So it starts off with the high E and the B strings, 8th fret. Then we go onto the B string 11, G string 10. To G string and the B strings at the 8th fret, and then we play on the same frets 2 strings, both of the strings, G and B. So we go 11, 10, 8, back to 10, back to 11, back to 10 to 8, and then we just play single notes on the G string 10, and then 2 times on the 8th fret, and then finish it off on the D string 10th fret. So one more time slowly. Like that. Alright, so after that again we have this. This part, which is again, we play first the G7 sharp 9 chord, then we have a chromatic 6, 7, 8 on the low E, and actually you can just slide up after you play the 7th fret, so you get into the position of to play the lick. So the lick itself goes like this. We have a bend on the high E string, 18th fret, then we play 18 to 15, 18 on B, back to 15 on high E, then we have bend on the 18th fret of the bend on the 18th fret of the B string, bring it down, pull off to 16, then go to G string 17, then back to B string 18 to 16, to the G string 17, 15, 17. And then we have the last double stop, which is going to be G string 17, B string 16, and we slide out. Okay, one more time. Like that. Then again we have just finishing with the chord G7 sharp 9, and you can move your pinky to the 12th fret of the B string for the second chord, and then we have the ending. You know, this is just random notes playing here fast, basically using the C minor pentatonic in the first position. You know, just random stuff, like I said, you know, hammer-ons, pull-offs. And then there are a couple of these gradual bends. The first one is on the 8th fret of the A string. Then go to the 6th fret, and then we have a really long bend, which is played on the low E string, 8th fret, and it's a step and a half, so we have to get to this note. Then staying on the root note, the C note here on the 8th fret, and then finish off the song with this note, which is 20th fret of the high E string. Slide out, and that's it. Alright guys, so that's the end of this lesson. Thanks very much for checking it out. If you found it useful, please give it a like. Also comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar related stuff. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.